Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shun Kuriki, and it's an honor for us, our research group, to present our thoughts on SDGs and refugee integration. So our research group, myself, Shun Kuriki, Futsuki Kota, Ayaka Watanabe, and also Yuma Tanaka, are focusing on the issue of integration as a durable solution against the migration phenomena in Egypt. And so this issue of integration has been seen from both perspectives of migrants and host communities. This issue is a essential agenda under the SDGs, even though not explicitly mentioned under under Goal 16, promoting peaceful and inclusive societies. This notion of inclusiveness has a significant implication on how refugees and migrants integrate into the host communities. And this poster will firstly mention about the various aspects of integration, and then on the latter bottom half, we'll introduce our 4 different approaches to tackle this issue in a multidisciplinary manner, taking Egypt as a case study. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, my name is Kong Ming, or you can just call me Kong. So a lot of us said just now about society and culture. So one of the things I'll be talking about with my presentation is specifically looking at NEET, lifestyle preference. So NEET refers to not in education, employment, or training. And so one of the theories surrounding NEET existence is that it is a deviation. It is a response towards cultural marginalization. What it means is that specifically in collectivistic Asian societies like Japan and in my case Singapore, when a stagnating economy is met with hierarchical traditional cultures, you end up with a case where a lot of marginalized people groups, especially youth, they withdraw from society and choose not to work. So in my poster, I'll be talking more about what are some of the psychological predictors and tendencies of people who choose not to work. So even if you meet economically, if you give them a job, they would still choose not to work and not be counted as employment. So specifically, this is for NEET target 8.6. Right, thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Liu Wenruo, and I'm surprised to find that only my poster has a colorful background. And why do I choose the color green and blue? Because these 2 colors are representative color for the democratic and the freedom, and also the equal. And our research is about the representative rule hidden behind the normal phenomena in our daily lives. For example, how many leader companies and individuals are needed in an industry such as automobile industry, and for an local ecosystem, how many kind of species are core creatures to maintain its balance, and what's the number of parliamentarians are it's proper to form an incorruptible and high efficient parliament. And among these problems, we find there may exist an representative rules behind it. So we started our research with the appropriate size of parliament, since this problem is closely and directly related to our individual and common interests, and is also directly related to the UN SDG 16. And we proposed a social network-based representative model, which is a new perspective to solve these problems. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bruno, and in my poster presentation, I will talk about the development of a numerical prediction model of debris flow and sedimentary disaster. And the motivation of this research is to achieve the Goal 11, making cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, and resilient and sustainable. So please feel free to participate of my presentation, and it will be a great a pleasure to hear your comments. Thank you very much.
So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Shutaro Takeda. I'm an assistant professor of GSAIS, and until recently, I've been a student of this graduate school. And one of the greatest programs of this graduate school is that they have a program to send the second-year student to rural areas of developing countries, because that's where the biggest potential for the SDGs belong. So in our cases, we've been to the rural Bangladesh to study an participatory rural tourism model, PRA model called LINK model. So the essence of the LINK model is to empower the local residents and educate the local residents so that the local residents themselves can determine what sort of development is needed for that area. Through that gram committee or village committee model, we can just successfully facilitate the development of the roads or let's say well or small villages and so on. So in total, we have interviewed 102 villages, and 255 local representatives find that there is actually a clear path towards a successful development, successful implementation of LINK model. So actually my academic major is nuclear science, but since I love so much about Bangladesh, I can't stop analyzing this data for 2 years. So I'd like to share my love with Bangladesh later at my presentation. Thank you very much.
Yeah, hello again. So my name is Ryo Tsuchida. This poster is my research and about the challenge for bridging gap toward the survivable disaster rehabilitation in Sri Lanka. So what is one of the most important things in Sri Lanka is the flood disaster and hurricane disaster because of the geographical or topographical or the features in Sri Lanka. So what they focus or what they tackling during the flood disasters between the government and grassroots. Grassroots mean the community or the local people or some community. So during my field work, I just found some kind of gaps. So yeah. Please come and discuss about the disaster rehabilitation. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Ryusuke Kuroki, a GSAIS student. And this is Professor Yamashiki's research, but he is not here because of the conference. So today I'll explain this research instead of him. To evaluate the condition of a sustainable planet, he studied Martian surface during young sun. For the terrestrial planetary system, during the initiation period of planetary formation, the activity of a young sun is extremely important in order to confidence the atmospheric behavior of the planet. No study has quantitatively shown that impact, but his study tried to approach the problem to consider sustainable planet. Thank you.